So I have a manifestation success story on how I manifested my end result anyway, even though I was feeling really anxious and negative and I wasn't seeing any movement at all. And hopefully this helps and inspires people to realize that sometimes you don't see any movement before manifestations start to come in. So towards the end of last year, I think I was feeling very anxious, very overwhelmed, and very negative about the coming year, in terms of I really wanted to plan lots of travel. I wanted loads of things to look forward to, and I was trying to manifest and say, okay, I'm going on lots of trips, I'm so excited. But I think I had a lot of resistance because I was focusing on the how is it going to happen, who am I going to go with. I was trying to force the 3D, so I was trying to message lots of people and say, do you want to go on this trip, do you want to go on that trip, do you want to make this happen. And when we talk about manifesting something, we always say you need to focus on your thoughts, and ultimately your thoughts create your belief, and your belief triggers feelings within your body, and that then in turn helps to change your reality. So whatever thoughts that you have in your mind gets pushed out into your 3D, what we call the reality, your real life, and you start to see things change. And in that instance, when I was being anxious and I was trying to make things happen, it was almost like the desperate state in me was trying to not allow for things to happen. And so what I did to overcome this, I took a step back. I focused on blanket affirmations, which I think are the best tool for if you're not seeing movement and it's really affecting you. So I just focused on everything is always working out for me. My life is perfect. My life is exciting. I live a life of luxury. What else did I say? I think I just said everything. Yeah, I just repeated those things. And in the beginning, because your nervous system and your state of being might be more used to focusing on those anxious thoughts, because they feel more comfortable for some reason. We're wired to self-soothe in those negative thoughts. That's just how we've been programmed. But we're starting to put new thoughts into our body and into our mind, and it feels a bit like, whoa, what's going on? So the more you do it, which is why repetition is so key, the more it starts to feel natural and the more you start to feel better. So I was continuing doing that, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited, I'm gonna have a brilliant year, oh my goodness, all of this stuff is happening. And I didn't focus on how is it going to happen. I just focused on what kind of person would I be if I had an incredible year planned. I would feel calm, I'd feel excited, I'd feel just all sorts of energy in my body, and I wouldn't worry so much about all the other things that I was worried about. So I really lent into those things, and then I started to get inspired action and say, oh, why don't I go and have lunch with this person? And then all of a sudden conversations about holidays would happen. People would start to message me saying, hey, I really want to plan this cool trip, and I'd love to go with you. Or I would get a really genuine inspired action within myself to contact someone, not out of desperation, but out of excitement. And if they don't go for it, cool, no problem. And I started asking, okay, would you like to go on this trip? I'm thinking of going here. And they would say yes. And so as a result, I've booked flights to Brazil, and I've never been to South America before. It's been a dream of mine to go, and I am buzzing. So If you've made it this far, thank you so much for listening to this video, and I really hope that it inspires someone to just keep going with your affirmations. And if you're anxious, just take a step back and focus on blanket affirmations which help to reduce your resistance. So if you're not seeing movement, it doesn't mean things are not happening in the background. They are. You've just got to keep going with your affirmations. And yeah, if you've got any resistance, just go general.